So I have this. I'm going to share something with. I'm not sure if I've ever shared this with anyone else before, but I had this crazy thing that I would do, where I would party 1 week before every fight, and I did it throughout my whole career, and this was stupid, but it was this mental crutch that I had. I literally would 1 week before every fight, I would go out and I would get blacked out wasted, and my logic was, if this guy were to beat me somehow, I can look myself in the mirror and say that, well, I lost because I got hammered the week before the fight. So
it was a built-in safety net.
It was a safety net. Yeah, exactly. So I did it my whole career. I would go out and get hammered 1 week before every fight.
Have you ever worked with a sports psychologist?
No, but now I don't. My Oven St. Preux fight was the first fight that I did not do that. It was my worst performance. So
I don't think it was your worst performance. I think you were very unjustly criticized for that fight, because I think Oven St. Preux is a very tough guy. He's a very difficult fighter. He's very strong. He's got a brutal left kick.
Yeah.
He's athletic. He moves well.
I believe it was a good performance, but it was still my worst performance.
See, I think Oven St. Preux is a really tough guy, and it was a tough fight, and you hadn't fought in a long time. You were off for how long? How many months? 16 months or something?
Yeah, it was over a year. Yeah, it was a long time.
Over a year.
I had a lot of stuff going,
and then you're fighting a guy who'd been pretty active and fought some good guys, had a great victory over Shogun, and looked real good in a lot of his fights, and was an up-and-comer.
The main thing about Ovens that really bothered me was he was the most, well, he was seasoned. He actually has been fighting longer than I have, and a lot of people don't realize that. But he was just so green and raw still. Like skill-wise. Like, I don't... I study everybody extensively, and then I come up with their patterns. I figure out the way they flinch. I figure out their first favorite punch, their second favorite punch, their third, their favorite combinations, their setups to their takedowns. When they clinch, what side their head's going to be on. Literally everything. I know everything about every opponent. What side they're going to shoot, whether it's going to be a head inside, head outside. What am I going to do about that, you know? I figure out everything, why they shoot, what area of the cage they like to shoot, everything. With Oven St. Preux, he doesn't know what he's going to do. He's so unorthodox. You know, and he gets these random knockouts from these weird angles, and he just wings stuff, and he almost closes his eyes, and next thing you know, he's knocked somebody out. You know, so the scary thing about him was he's so unpredictable, and I had a lot on the line. So I just said, you know what, this guy is he's in a shell pretty much the whole fight. He was defensive the whole fight. And I just thought I'd coast through the fight and not really risk anything, which I felt like I let myself down because normally normally when you get someone like that, you just, you know, take them out. You know, I should have just been able to take them out, but I was content with winning, and I think that was one of the first fights where I actually just wanted to get the win, get my money, go back to my actual goal, which was DC. Instead of wanting to finish this guy like normal. So I had to really question myself on why I was like that, why I was content with coasting.
Well, that was a fight that had the most pressure on you than any fight you've had before, as far as like people wanting to see how you respond to the adversity outside of the octagon.
Right. I agree. I had a lot of pressure, and I feel like I responded great to my adversity. You know, I did all the things I had to do to get back to the stage. You know, I handled all my probation obligations, and I stayed healthy. I started powerlifting, and I hired a nutritionist. I looked better than ever. I felt better than ever physically. I did everything I had to do. I manned up and was responsible for my actions.